No, because if you're a lover, you gotta be a fighter.
How so?
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have? No, I'm kidding.
Keanu Reeves can break everyone. Let me show you how. It starts with the Graham Norton show. There's a woman in the crowd who plays Never Have I Ever, and she doesn't waste any time in saying she's never kissed Keanu Reeves.
What have you never done?
I have never kissed Keanu Reeves.
This had everyone in the crowd going crazy, and Norton had to steer the conversation by saying she never will.
But I fear you never will.
Yes, that was a little mean, but it also shows that Keanu's got that nice guy riz that simply can't be copied, no matter how hard you try. Next up is Octavia Spencer, who tells maybe the most famous kindness story. Her car broke down in traffic before an audition. Nobody would help.
And I had an audition and my car broke down and no one would help me because my car was so dirty.
And then Keanu pulled up on a motorcycle and offered to be a gentleman.
Until Keanu Reeves. He did? Yeah.
She didn't even recognize him at first. He just helped because someone needed help.
Did you recognize him right away? No, you didn't.
I didn't. He was on a motorcycle and he had his little motorcycle helmet and sunglasses.
It wasn't about the cameras or the headlines. The man helps based on instinct.
I was gonna have him, get in and I was gonna push it. And he was like, no, I'm gonna push you. And I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna touch my car.
Oh, and let's just say her car was super, super dirty as well.
I parked underneath the tree, so birds just have their field day all over your car. And I never washed it, and it was filthy.
Even nice guys would think twice before lending a hand. Diane Keaton takes her love for John Wick further and just says it outright. Keanu Reeves loved me. Not maybe, not subtly. She stated like a fact.
Oh, Keanu Reeves was in the same movie, and he also loved me.
Then she adds that his love grew with time.
He loved me a lot, not just a little tiny bit. It expanded. His love grew with time. Yes, okay.
Or whatever that's supposed to mean. It seems playful and definitely very sus, but also says something real, which is that people get attached to this gem of a human being really fast.
So I like him. I'll take Keanu.
All right.
Now comes the main woman who's almost like the one that got away.
The complete damsel in distress. And excuse us for a moment.
Yes, it's none other than Sandra Bullock, and honestly, this part feels like a rom-com everyone forgot to finish. On the Ellen DeGeneres show, she admits she had a crush on him during Speed. She said it was hard to stay serious because he was so sweet and so handsome.
And I asked her, because everybody had a crush on you, if she had a crush on you then, and this is what she said.
I think about how sweet Keanu Reeves was and how handsome he was.
Every time he looked at her, she'd just lose it.
It was hard for me to really be serious. Like he would look at me and I'd be like,
The crazy part is she assumed he just didn't like her back. Then Ellen tells Keanu, and he looks genuinely shocked.
Did you know that she had a crush on you? No?
Then he casually reveals he had a crush on her too.
She obviously didn't know I had a crush on her either.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly everyone realizes both of them liked each other and neither one did anything.
I can't believe you both had crushes on each other and you were so scared.
Ellen is basically losing her mind over it while Keanu stays calm, saying,
We were working.
Like that makes it any better. After all, the chemistry everyone saw on screen was real, and somehow both of them just let it pass. Even older clips make this obvious. Keanu talks about Sandra like a man trying very hard to sound professional and failing. She's a beautiful lady, wonderful energy, giving, and you can hear it.
She has such a wonderful energy about her and life. Oh yeah, and she's a really great actress too. No, she is. No, but she is. I mean,
I guess everyone else hears it too now. Now we have the Drew Barrymore show, where Keanu drops one line that somehow turned into relationship philosophy for half the internet. Drew first says,
I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
Normally that sounds cheesy, but Keanu Reeves flips it instantly.
No, because if you're a lover, you gotta be a fighter.
How so?
Because if you don't fight for your love, what kind of love do you have? No, I'm kidding.
The reason this moment works is because Keanu doesn't force it. He is totally chill about it, doesn't overdo it, and lets the moment breathe. Later, comedian Celeste Barber comes on the same show and asks one thing only.
Is this the chair that Keanu Reeves sat in?
It is.
When he said, if you're not going to fight for your love, what kind of love do you have?
When Drew confirms it, Celeste loses it completely.
Is this the chair?
It's the very chair.
Oh my God.
That's how much impact one simple conversation had. Drew herself is actually another example. She starts openly praising him as kind, humble, gracious, and hardworking. This is the kind of person people actually want to be like.
You're someone I think of too as being so incredibly gracious about it. And I definitely feel like I would look around and see the behaviors of the people that I wanted to be like one day, and they were always the kind, humble, gracious, hardworking, lovely examples.
Keanu immediately gets embarrassed, though. He doesn't lean into compliments and even shrinks from them.
You are so that.
No, that's kind of you to say that. Kind of you to say.
That discomfort makes the praise feel more real because he clearly doesn't see himself the way everyone else does. Then Drew tells the story that makes the whole room stop. Her 16th birthday. She remembers Keanu walking into a club, grabbing her hand, taking her outside, putting her on his motorcycle, and driving off at warp speed.
Can I take it back to a memory that I have with you? I was at this club and it was my 16th birthday, and you came in and you walked in and you grabbed my hand and you took me outside and you put me on your motorcycle.
Oh my.
And we drove at the warp speed of my life.
But the important part isn't the motorcycle, but how she remembers the feeling of freedom and happiness. A moment of pure life she still carries years later. Keanu barely says anything back. It's just a short, yeah.
And it was just this moment where I just remember loving life and being so happy. And I hold it so dear because the older we get, the harder it is to get to that feeling.
Yeah.
The man really isn't one for making too much of a scene about anything, is he? It's not just celebrities, but also his fans. Once, Keanu was at the same hotel as a British couple having their wedding. The groom invited him to the wedding, probably thinking he won't show up, but he actually did, which is absolutely insane. This would have broken anyone. Now, we have the beautiful Ana de Armas, who talks about filming action scenes with him and basically says,
So generous too when he goes to set and he knows you're trying to figure it out, so he gives you your time,
He's a nice
and
guy.
he's just like steps back and he's never imposing anything, and then when you're ready, he's just, I'm coming for you.
Yeah, he's like, I'm coming for you.
Yes.
Let's go.
he isn't the kind to inspire people by speeches, but does it by leading from the front. Keanu Reeves is a pretty breathtaking personality. At the Cyberpunk 2077 event, a fan from the audience called him That's a fair statement to make, but our man went a step further and responded with the now iconic,
You're breathtaking. You're all breathtaking.
Every single person in attendance lost their minds. The show also gave birth to the mini Keanu meme, but the man is just a whole other level of wholesome. Alice Eve probably gives the deepest read on our man. She calls him a mystical being, someone with internal energy, who became like her therapist on set.
He's a mystical being, Keanu. He is definitely an internal creature and has an internal energy and is also weirdly very present.
She says she stopped trying to figure him out and just trusted him.
I ended up stopping trying to analyze him or work him out and just pouring all my woes into his container of intelligence, and he was like my therapist.
When she told him not to repeat something personal, he simply said, I'm a vault.
And, at one point I remember telling him, oh, don't tell anyone this, Keanu, and he said, I'm a vault. And I was like, okay, now I'll tell you everything.
That one sentence explains a lot. People trust him because he feels safe. Carrie Ann Moss shows a different version of her own connection with Keanu. Their bond from The Matrix clearly never disappeared even after all these years. She talks about being on the phone with him for hours.
Yeah. Really? Oh my God, I wasn't. Really? I loved it. It was so fun.
Even hanging upside down off the bed while talking.
Hanging off the bed upside down.
Oh my God, I want to see you as a teenager.
It sounds like old friendship mixed with something deeper, like comfort, trust, and history. Winona Ryder might be the clearest example of loving Mr. Wick. She reminds him she had a healthy crush on him.
I do. You met each other. Why is that?
Well, I had a pretty
How do you not
big,
remember?
healthy
I had a big,
And he immediately says he had a big healthy crush on her too.
I had a big healthy crush on you too.
Yup, it's pretty much the same pattern as with Sandra Bullock. Well, there are mutual crushes everywhere, but nobody's acting on them.